I wonder, we talked a little bit about deaf accessibility when we talked about your stand-up comedy. What has your experience been like? Just like I guess day-to-day life, like outside of RIT, where you have a lot of support. Maybe you're like, let's say, in the airport or like just like in a store. Are you really just sort of relying on your phone?
No.
Oh yeah, definitely. In Seattle, I joined a Frisbee game for fun,
Nice.
and I have like my closed caption out to be able to communicate. Because I'd like to let people know like I'm deaf ahead of time. So that is a challenge of being deaf, is letting people know before you are acting, or some people may like assume that they can't talk to you. So you have to kind of change that perspective and make a good first impression. Show them that like, hey, I'm deaf, but you can still talk to me.
Yeah.
When I was at the hot tub at the RIT gym, I didn't have my CI in. So
Right.
Yeah.
one guy decided to talk to me, and I could not understand him. I did not have my phone either. So he was thinking I was rude, but really I just didn't
Oh.
understand.
Oh man.
So it's pretty much 24/7. You have to kind of rely on
Yeah,
things like that.
absolutely.
And you have to be alert, too.
Yeah. So, do you find that your other senses are like heightened? Because I've heard that like, sometimes like your
Ooh.
senses can sort of compensate. Like, do you have like really good eyesight?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm more visual. Like when I'm looking at, the sunset, I notice a lot of specific colors and things like that, that people they don't look at fully, but I notice them. I'm also from the West Coast, like
Right.
I said. So with the fires, forest fires, seeing the smoke in the sky, I can notice how much smoke, like much more easily than other people.
Right.
Interesting.
By the
So
way,
more visual.
I just learned 5 seconds ago that the sign for smoke is like holding a cigarette in front of your mouth, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, it's a
Good
pretty cool
catch.
sign.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
perceptive.
Oh,
William.
wow.
Come on.
Okay. I'm listening.
Sometimes I do it just for fun because you can pretend to smoke a cigarette without hurting your health.
Nice. What was I gonna say? So
Oh, one more thing I want to say
yeah.
about being deaf out of campus. So I kind of have to identify as deaf at TSA. So like on my ticket,
Yeah.
when you're getting it to go to the airport, and when you're leaving the plane, sometimes it's like the wheelchair, like, excuse me,
Oh, you get
sometimes
to
they
go on early?
bring you a wheelchair because they think that you need it because you're physically disabled, but really I'm just deaf.
It's kind of
So
annoying.
that's
Yeah.
not everyone who's disabled needs a wheelchair.
I guess so.
So, in general, do you find the support in like, government agencies or things like airports? Do you find it good, or they sort of don't really know what they're doing? Like, I guess that's a good example. That's an example of them not really knowing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with TSA, one second, I'll type it out. With TSA, it can be intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one guy was screaming at me, and I couldn't hear him. But I like pointed and I was like, I'm deaf. He was like, oh, I hope you have a great day.
Oh.
So, and he was like, I'm so sorry. Like, my apologies. You
Yeah.
could tell he felt embarrassed. It's funny how people change when they realize that you're not being rude, you're
Oh,
just
yeah.
deaf.
Imagine.
Or when I visit restaurants,
Menu?
to order. One sec, I'm gonna type it out. A receipt. My would they called me deaf Nathan on the receipt.
Oh.
How does that feel?
You I love it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's funny. I'm seriously thinking about changing my name to Deaf Nathan.
Hey,
You have
that
a pretty
way,
good sense of humor about
yeah.
it. Yeah, that's nice.
that way, no matter what, on any airplane ticket, it'll
Like,
always
it's just
say
Deaf
deaf
Nathan.
on it. So then you'll be covered.
Deaf Nathan.
And it'll save a lot of time communicating, so
Yeah, that's funny.